Hi everyone, this is Josh Kulp. We are learning Daf Yod Tet of Masechet Betzah. And there's a Mishnah that comes up here in sort of the beginning of the page where we have a dispute between Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel about sacrifices that are brought on Yom Tov. And in the Gemara, we'll also talk a little bit about sacrifices brought on Shabbat. So I just want to mention that this is one of the bigger disputes in Second Temple history. We know that there were sectarian groups who have echoes in Beit Shammai's halacha that were very resistant to any kind of disruption of the prohibitions of the festival and Shabbat that were done in even in the sacrificial realm, and tried to minimize as much as possible what kinds of actions should be able to be done in the Beit HaMikdash, particularly on Yom Tov, we can see over here. And this is a really, it sounds like a technical machloket, but it's really a dispute. It's really a dispute at the heart of Yom Tov. To Beit Hillel, there are various versions of what they're exactly disputing on. You're going to see this a lot in the Gemara, or you're already seeing this in the Gemara. But to Beit Shammai in particular, there seemed to be resistant to the laying on of the hands onto the sacrifice, which might be because it's more associated with personal sacrifices. And Beit Shammai in most of these texts doesn't think that personal sacrifices should be offered at all on Yom Tov because they can be offered on other days. The only sacrifices that they would want to see in general, not according to the Mishnah, but according to other versions, would be the mandatory sacrifices. Obviously, you have to bring the musaf, the extra sacrifice, and the tamid has to be brought. And Beit Hillel is much more open to bringing personal sacrifices of various sorts, shlamim, whole burnt offerings, peace offerings, things like that, which might be part of Beit Hillel's general tendency to want to increase the participation of Jews in general, right? Not just Kohanim and Leviim, but all Jews in the festivities of the holiday. This is too big of a subject to really deal with now, but it's interesting because it's a big point of debate in many, many texts between Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel, and cuts to the heart of what a lot of disputes in the Second Temple were about, which was obviously about temple ritual, and particularly about the nexus between temple ritual, Yom Tov, and Shabbat.